Are you ready to discover the secret to balancing your hormones and healing your PCOS? In this video, I will show you my top secret to healing your PCOS regardless of what type. For the best PCOS hormone healing and fertility advice, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that bell icon so you don't miss a video I post every Thursday. Join me on Instagram where I hang out the most and share with you my most valuable tips to balancing your hormones and optimizing your fertility. Remember, this is not medical advice, so I encourage you to seek your provider that can handle your unique situation. However, I know these strategies have helped many women with PCOS that I've worked with throughout the years. As you may already know, PCOS historically takes a long time to diagnose. The reason being is that a lot of these symptoms are similar to just regular symptoms and signs of puberty like acne or irregular periods. This means women go through years of their life with inflammation, irregular periods, insulin resistance, and dysregulated circadian rhythms. Regardless of what type of PCOS you have, you will benefit from reducing inflammation, strengthening your circadian rhythm, and improving your insulin resistance. The secret to treating your PCOS and balance your hormones lies in strengthening your circadian rhythm. This is the first piece of the PCOS healing puzzle, and it has 0 negative side effects. Your circadian rhythm is your internal master clock, and when it's dysregulated, we get sick. Inflammation worsens, and so does insulin resistance. When it is reestablished, inflammation and insulin resistance both drop. This in turn improves your cortisol levels, improves weight loss, and it also improves testosterone levels, which are the cause of a lot of the symptoms in PCOS, like hirsutism, which is normal hair growth, acne, and alopecia, which is loss of hair on the scalp. As you can see, everything improves when you improve your circadian rhythm, including your fertility. If you want to nurture your body so you can live a fertile and vibrant life, you must focus on your circadian rhythm. On an important side note, a great way of knowing where your baseline for your hormones is currently at is through a Dutch hormone test. Dutch Plus tests for androgen metabolism, which is super important in PCOS. It also tests for estrogen metabolism, progesterone metabolism, cortisol and cortisone metabolism, as well as free cortisol and free cortisone. And it even tests for the cortisol awakening response, also known as CAR, which is important for people who have a hard time waking up in the morning. This is also for people whose symptoms worsen in the morning or they feel more anxiety and panic in the morning. So with CAR, we can really focus in on that and why that's happening. One of the added benefits of a Dutch Plus test is that you can take it from home. So this is the Dutch Plus test. I am actually going to be taking it in a few weeks. I typically like to take it every 6 months just to know where my hormones are at baseline. And if you have PCOS, that is something you can also do for yourself. If you're interested in taking a Dutch Plus test, you can find the link below where you can order your Dutch test today. Now back to strengthening your circadian rhythm. Here are some tips and strategies that will help you start to strengthen your circadian rhythm today. Number 1 is to see the bright light of the sun in the morning. I don't know if you've noticed, but the sun in the morning just feels blue. The light of the sun feels blue compared to the sun in the afternoon that feels more yellow and warm and like that orange hue, which I think is really cool. So one of the main things you want to do early in the morning is get that blue light straight into your eyeballs. Number 2 is to make sure you get midday sun. This further strengthens your circadian rhythm, and it also helps improve your vitamin D levels. And we know that 85% of women with PCOS are deficient in vitamin D. In the winter time, if you don't have access to direct sunlight, you can get something like a light box. I lived in Washington for 6 years, and I purchased a light box that I could look at in the morning because it's blue light that mimics the blue light of the early morning, and you sit by it just for 30 minutes. And that is because if you live in northern latitudes, you can get seasonal affective disorder because we don't get enough of that blue light. And so a good strategy, a good tip is to get a blue light in the winter months. Tip number 3 is to watch the sunset. The orange reddish light of the sunset actually prepares your body for sleep. How cool is that? Number 4 is to reduce blue light exposure in the afternoon. So maybe consider something like amber glasses, the blue light blockers that are popular right now. Those help filter out some of that blue light so that your body's not absorbing that blue light and it's actually just getting that yellow, orange, reddish light that we like that prepares your body for sleep. This also helps improve melatonin, the production of melatonin, which is what makes you feel sleepy. And finally, make sure that you sleep in a dark, cool room. So make sure you turn off lights. If there are dimmers, try to turn those off. And if you need to, you can always get a sleep mask to help further make it dark for you. There are lots of different tips and tricks that you can use to improve your circadian rhythm, always focusing around improving sleep quality and quantity. So like we mentioned, blue light blockers are nice for filtering out blue light. Also, you can turn the yellow light on your phone so that you're not getting that straight blue light. There's a setting on your phone that helps you do that. Also using sleep mask, using that blue light box in the morning for that blue light. Some other tips that I use is grounding. So if that's something that you want to try, it's just planting your feet in the grass, and that the negative electrons from the grass help your body know and adjust to the time of day. So that further helps with improving your melatonin production in the afternoon. So if you're watching the sunset in the afternoon, maybe consider also grounding, so going out barefoot outside when you watch the sunset. You can find some of these tools that I use in the link below. I will be sharing the blue light blockers that I use and the blue box that I also would use when I lived in Washington, the sleep mask, and some of the other tools that I like to use for myself. There you have it. These practices are powerful. I encourage you to just be consistent and do as many as you can as often as possible. So implementing all of these daily will help you the most. And again, you will notice likely a difference in your symptoms, in your sleep patterns, and maybe even in your weight loss. Supporting your circadian rhythm will accelerate your healing. Remember, the information here is for educational purposes only and to empower you to make decisions for yourself. They can't replace the interaction that you can have with a practitioner that knows your personal medical history and that can help your unique situation. Now you know the secret to improving your PCOS and accelerate your healing. Let me know in the comments if you try any of these tips and how they help you. Again, include all of them as often as possible. And finally, join the community of women just like you over on Instagram, and you can also join our free Facebook group called the Hormone Healing Female Collective, where I share with you my most valuable content, and you also get priority access to all of my offers. Again, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share it with other women that you think will benefit from it.